Welcome to Let's Talk Literature. I'm Em.
And I'm Will.
And we're two book lovers who wanted to combine our passions for reading and gossiping and share it with the world.
Whether you're looking for a new book to pick up or a new book friend, you come to the right place.
So grab a coffee.
Or a little wine and let's talk
literature.
Cheers. Oh, I was gulping that. Jesus.
Me too.
Oh, how are you?
I'm good. I just got back from seeing the new Conjuring movie.
And?
It was fantastic.
I heard good things, honestly.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't think that I would ever think it wasn't good, though. I'm obsessed with the storyline. Ed and Lorraine, I love
Mom
them.
and Dad. Literally Mom and Dad.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I don't think it could have been bad, but it was fantastic.
I heard, because the last couple have not been great. So once I heard that they were fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, I knew that things were looking up for Ed and Lorraine.
I will say it wasn't super scary.
Okay.
But I also feel like maybe I just have a very high threshold for scary things because I always watch scary movies, but it wasn't super, I don't know. It wasn't the scariest movie.
I got you.
But the plot was good.
Okay. That's valid.
Okay.
That's valid.
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it.
What about you? What have you been up to?
I have been trying not to lose my mind.
Okay.
So it's my whole personality, this whole move. It's been great. Slowly but surely, we've been furnishing the place. It's been wonderful. My least favorite part about all of this, and I'm sure with everyone else, is that you have to build furniture and do all the hanging stuff up yourself. And I'm not blue collar. I'm not, look at me.
Do I look like I can do it?
I just tried to hang up a curtain rod that needed a drill bit to drill into the wall, and then you have to push in another thing, and then you have to put the screw through that. And I was like, oh no, I'll just drill, drill baby drill,
just drill.
And I got halfway in and then it stopped. And then I stripped the screw because I was like, just get in there, wasn't working. So I have a big hole in the wall with nothing there.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, so that was about 30 minutes before recording this podcast. So I had to take a shower because I was just combusting at the seams.
Combusting.
You know?
Beautiful word choice.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
No, it's all good. It's going to work out. I'm probably just going to have Chris's dad come and help us.
You know what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So
you know what, they do say that, don't they?
They do say it, yeah. So you're here with us and you're stronger for it.
Hey, you know what? I learn something new every day, and I learned that maybe house flipping is probably not in my future.
You can cross it off the list.
And I'll probably hire a contractor to do the work, and you know what? I'm totally okay with that. I'm so cool with that. So yeah, that was just the immediate of what's been happening. Outside of that, work still, whatever. I hung out with some old coworkers from my last job, and they all clocked me. They were like, we know your little scheme you got going on. I said, excuse me? They said, we know you're a book influencer. I said, oh. And they said, and it was actually really funny and kind of sweet. The one coworker, I was sitting across from him, and he typed in his notes app. I wish I could pull it up, but I'm recording on my phone. He typed on his notes app in the title of the notes and turned it to me, and it said, "Are you gay?" ? I said, yes, babe.
I thought that's what you were going to say, that they were we clocked you.
Oh, it was both.
You're gay.
It was, well, yeah, it was both.
I was going to say, holy shit.
And then like I was completely humbled after because they were like, yeah, we knew.
Gay in the notes app.
Like, we knew. And I was like, I don't think I gave it off that much. And they were like, no, we knew. I was like,
okay, thank you.
And then, not to just like, completely go off on a tangent here, but I must. I was at the Phillies game yesterday, and I went with Chris and all of his friends, and I was sitting on the end, and Chris got up to go get a drink or went to the store with one of his friends. So I was on the end, and I was just chilling by myself, and I'm not wearing it now, which would have been a nice example, but I have a bead bracelet that I got from Japan, and like, those bead bracelets that are supposed to have like good energy and like energy associated with them. So I love those things. I really do. I was wearing the one from Japan, and I have anxiety as we all do, and I was fidgeting with it, just playing around with it. And this woman turns to me, who's sitting right next to me, and goes, "Oh, babe, are you praying on your rosary beads?" I said, "No, I just have anxiety." And she said, "Oh, so you're praying to help with your anxiety?" I said, "No, babe, I'm just fidgeting. I'm not praying." She's like, "Oh, well, I just want to let you know that at my church yesterday," I said, "I'm going to stop you there, babe." Going to stop you there.
Hey, so I'm actually going to stop you right there. I've heard enough. Thank you.
Come to find out, a wellness coach came to her church and taught them grounding techniques.
Oh, she was trying to help.
She was. And then she just kept calling my beads rosary beads. And she was like, "I would have anxiety about this play right now." And I was like, "We're not doing that. We're not doing that." And then Chris came back. This is actually the comedic timing of it all. Chris came back, sat next to me, and like, obviously the conversation had ended with the woman next to me.
Yeah.
And somehow something came up, and Chris just blurted out that me and him were a couple, and the look on her face was like, "Really?"
She said, "Oh, I'm going to get you your own rosary beads immediately."
So then Chris and this woman start going off. They're like talking about wedding venues and all this different stuff. And then basically this woman's like, "Yeah, I would consider myself bi," as she's sitting next to her man right there. And then she proceeded to go, "You should consider yourself lucky." I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Being gay in this climate is so much easier than being gay 20 years ago." I said, I know you're coming from a good place, girl. I know you're coming from a good place. I don't need it. I don't need it.
Not sure how I'm feeling about that statement.
I don't need it. And that's not the first time someone has said that to me. And she made that point. She said, "I'm sure this isn't the first time someone said this to you." I said, "So shut your trap." Okay?
So why'd you say it?
Okay.
I feel like people just don't think. They just like to hear themselves talk.
Yeah, and that was definitely what was happening yesterday. So, to make a long periodically story short.
Periodically story.
You remember that meme?
We have to sit out here and wait a long periodically time.
I'll have to.
It like actually does kind of sound familiar.
I'll have to insert a clip. I'll insert a clip. It'll be
okay. Thank you.
So yeah, that's not. I just kind of took up our intro portion here, but
that's fine.
That was kind of the most recent news within the past week.
Okay.
To shift things to books, I did start the book club book, and I am eating it up.
Gorgeous.
Eating it up.
I'm only on like page 20.
Okay.
I like it.
I'm a few chapters in.
And that's all I want to say right now. I do really like the writing style. I like that we are thrown right into it.
Me too.
But it is very long, and I do fear that I'm going to get lost in the weeds and
that's valid.
Want things to be a little quicker.
That's valid.
That's just my preconceived notion. So we'll see.
No, and I feel that, and I feel like that can happen. But I haven't had this feeling in a while where like I was at the game and I was like, "Oh, I cannot wait to go snuggle up and read."
I love that.
You know, like
I love that.
And it's just the perfect intro into the fall season, which is actually what we're talking about today.
Beautiful
for
segue.
Today's episode.
So,
segue. Let the viewers and let all of our people know what we got going on today.
Thank you. Today, we will be going over basically our favorite reads of the summer, a little bit of a end cap for the summer season. We are recording this on, September 9th?
Yes,
September 9th we are recording this on. Summer's pretty much over. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, my summer lovers, but it's over. It's time for fall, so we are going to make that transition, talk about our favorite reads of the summer, and then transition to just a couple of TBR books for the fall.
Yep.
As you guys know, if you've been with us for a while, we have made the transition from like huge TBRs to like very short and achievable TBRs, because those big TBRs were just not working.
We just were not
if they work for
them.
You, no, we weren't. Like we would start off the month with like 10 books on our TBR and end reading maybe one of those. It just wasn't working.
And it was probably the book club book. So that's
exactly.
Yeah.
So we've readjusted our aim, and I think that we're doing much better because of it. We also have like a couple, which I thought we could start with. We have like a couple little like things that we wanted to touch on from the summer, just to kind of wrap things up, things that you've been involved with, us, like we filled you in on, just to kind of tie everything up in a neat little bow. Then jump right into fall.
Love it. You know what?
Okay.
You know what makes me feel like it's fall? And it's great that we're recording this today, right?
Okay.
Because guess what I did today?
What?
Turn the air off and open the windows.
Oh, I've been on that wave.
So
I've been sleeping with the windows open, and it is truly magical.
Yeah, like once you hit that point, it's like, oh my God, it's fall.
Yeah,
it's fall.
For sure.
It's fall.
For sure. That's a telltale sign. I do have to say I'm so friggin' relieved that the summer's over. I have to be honest with you. Me and Will were talking about what we were going to discuss this episode, and I said I had nothing to talk about from the summer because I hated it so much. And this is kind of true. A little bit dramatic, but it is kind of true. I had the worst summer, guys. Like, I literally, just looking back on it, I'm like, oh my God, like I was in fight or flight, I think, for the entire summer. And I'm like finally slowing down and breathing again.
This summer sucked. I'm like not even gonna lie. I think all around it sucked.
It sucked.
Yeah.
It was just awful. Like, here are some of my points that I want to get across to you guys. I didn't read many books, so I'm very disappointed in that. I didn't work out at all, so I'm also upset with that. I grew a fear of tequila and all other alcohols. This is kind of a good thing for the future.
Yeah.
But it was a really bad experience, and I'm not happy that it happened to me.
That's actually crazy, because wasn't tequila your liquor of choice?
It was my favorite. She was my queen.
Not even a marg? You can't do a marg anymore?
No. I know.
Oh, that's sad.
I just can't. I know. I just can't do it anymore.
Okay.
I had a really bad experience. You guys saw me for that. It was really bad. I'm not happy with it. I think I worked too much. I worked 7 days a week.
Yeah, you're crazy. You're crazy for that one.
And it was just bad. It was so bad. So my lessons that I've learned are that I need to set achievable goals and like actually plan ahead and figure out what I can and can't do, rather than saying yes to everything. I'm going to start saying no a little bit more, finding some balance and slowing down. Okay? That's where I'm at with the summer. Good riddance, summer 2025. You are gone, and I don't want to think about you anymore.
Hey.
How about you?
That was great. That was actually great.
Thank you.
And it was funny because Em told me didn't have a good summer. And I responded and said, what are you, Judy B. Jones? I said
things that I want to talk about from the summer. Nothing. I hated it. And
I was like, Emily's Hot Bummer Summer. That would be the Judy B. Jones book, is Emily's Hot Bummer Summer.
I should write that.
Yeah, you should. You should.
I should.
Hey, maybe, that's something I want to do this fall, is actually be one to follow what I say I'm going to do, and that is start writing my book. Because
agreed.
I am doing so horribly with that. But
me too.
I digress. My wrap up for the summer, I read 16 books total, and I would say a lot of those were audiobooks. This summer was not one for physical books for me, unfortunately. I was moving around a lot. I did move households, so there was a lot of on the go, moving. I also noticed that I consumed a lot of nonfiction, which is not typically my thing, you know?
It's part of your goals, though.
It was. And I'm here to tell you, I think I need to be more picky with nonfiction. I was very much like, ooh, that's popular, I'll read that. No, babe. No. I've had many instances where some of the nonfiction books I read were some of the worst I've ever read. So I really need to be like, I think maybe I need to know who's writing the story or who's writing the essay or whatever it is to really tap into it. And I think I was being a little too nonchalant with like, that one.
That's valid.
Also, there is a few books I want to just highlight from this summer that I really did enjoy. And I will tell you that all of these I read physically. So that must say something.
Oh, that's interesting.
That must say something about...
That must mean something.
...how I consumed books.
Yeah.
So I just want to highlight My Friends and Beartown by Frederick Bachman. My Friends was very much a summer vibe book. Beartown was not, but I still loved it nonetheless. I also want to highlight Atmosphere and The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I absolutely adored both of those books. Atmosphere is a 6-star read for me. I'm so happy that we picked it for the book club. It was amazing. I also want to highlight Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. And I gotta say, guys, I really did like One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I was actually surprised at how much it like stuck with me and I remembered it, and because that's one of those that feel like it could just go right out of your head, you know?
It does, yeah.
But no, it didn't. It stuck with me. It still sits at the rating that I have it at, but I have been recommending it to people. So if I'm doing that, it did something for me.
It's gotta mean something.
Exactly. And then I just want to finish off the summer wrap up here with just a little bit of rapid fire vibes with how I felt about the summer, things I did, highlights, and maybe some things that I learned. That, beautiful. My friends, is I absolutely fell in love with Newport, Rhode Island. I actually want to write a book based in Newport because I fell in love with it so much. It gave me so much motivation to want to write, to want to be creative. I loved it. I also fell in love with national parks. I went to my first one this summer, and I really see the appeal. I see why we should care that the future of them are in danger with the current administration, and that we should definitely focus on funding your national parks, funding those who help keep them pristine and beautiful. And kind of piggybacking off of that, just I think this summer I learned that I might like a lake house more than I like the beach.
Ooh, period. Love that.
And I love reading books about lake houses. I was fortunate to stay in the lake house this summer for a week or a weekend, long weekend. It was great. I learned that kayaking is very therapeutic. I felt very much at peace when I was there. And I think that that's what I expected out of the beach. But every time I go to the beach, it can really be chaos, especially the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
So I've learned that a lake house and that kind of vibe is
it's more your speed.
Very much my speed. And lastly, this is kind of like something to move into the fall and the winter with, is I love making at-home espresso martinis. Oh my God, I love it. I think I've perfected my craft with them, and I made them probably a handful of times this summer, and let's just say I got some compliments. So
period.
So yeah,
thank you for sharing those with us. That was absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think I need to do a little bit more searching into what I learned from this summer, because there are some good things in there.
Hey,
I just don't remember any of them.
It's okay. It is okay.
Thank you. I will say, go ahead.
I was just going to say, the last thing I wanted to say was that I also learned that beach reading is messy and overrated.
Okay.
My books get ruined on the beach. sunscreen, sand, water, moisture.
I don't really. Yeah, it's not ideal.
It's not a place for a physical book. For a Kindle, sure.
No, it's not.
But not for a physical book. Sorry.
I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
Sorry.
And also I want to touch on the lake versus beach sort of thing.
Please
I
do.
am going to the Poconos this weekend, and the little cabin that we're in is like on a lake. And I'm really so very excited for those vibes.
Yes.
And I think I am like you in the way that like I really like the peace and quiet of a lake rather than like the hustle. Like it's still slow at the beach, but there's still like a lot of action and like a lot of people. Whereas at the lake, it's like silent, and
kind
I
of just
love
you.
that, and I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited. So I'm excited to report back on that. Let me give you my rapid fire reading wrap up from the summer. I don't have many because, like I said, it wasn't the best reading season. Going in order from least liked to most liked, but these are all favorites of mine. We first have Don't Let Him In by Lisa Jewell. I gave that 4 stars. Yeah, it was pretty good. Didn't love the twist, didn't love the way it concluded, but Lisa Jewell I read for the atmospheric, eerie, gloomy mystery vibes.
Perfect
and
for that.
That served. It was really good. I loved it. Next one we have is My Friends by Frederick Bachman. Like Will said, we really loved that one. I think that's at like a 4.25/4.5. Very character driven. I really enjoyed it, and I loved like the character deep dives that the whole story went through because not much really happens in the book. So you really have a lot of time with these characters, and I love that. Next we have Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This was, like Will said, absolutely fantastic. It was so good. I gave this 5 stars. If you are somebody who likes Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing, I really recommend you picking this one up. It's unlike anything she's written before.
It's perfect. It's literally perfect.
It's perfect. The ending will have you sobbing, cheering, crying. It's a lot, and it's fantastic.
That's a book where people are like, I feel like you can get you're gonna cry from a book, like that could be overhyped. You're going
this
to.
one you will cry.
You're going to
Okay, and if you don't,
prepare.
I'd like to hear why you haven't, because it's
true, for sure.
actually crazy emotional. The next one I have for you is Dream Hotel by Layla Lalami. I read this one recently. I gave it 5 stars. Very dystopian, very eerie. It's kind of similar to the tone of I Who Have Never Known Men, where a lot of things don't really happen. A little bit more is revealed and answered than in I Who Have Never Known Men, but it's still very much like a very ambiguous ending where you're kind of left to think like, okay, what the hell? And I love a book like that. I absolutely love it. This one was really good. And my favorite book of the entire summer, drum roll please, Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. 6 stars. Adored this book. Knew I would. I love V.E. Schwab and everything that she has written. This was dark gothic fantasy romance, and it was fantastic. And I actually read this at such a good pace. I read it over like 2 weeks, and it was perfect because I never wanted it to end. And I just loved it. I highly recommend that book if you're into her writing. Even if you're not, if you're just into like dark fantasy, you'll love it. It's absolutely fantastic. And that wraps up my summer. With that, I am concluding summer of 2025, and we are moving on to our fall TBRs.
Bye, summer. You won't be missed.
Summer. Bye. Okay, I have 4 books on my fall TBR. You have a couple more, I believe.
Yes, but one of them is a book that we're both going to read, and I'm wondering if you have that on your list.
No.
Because if not, then I have 5 and we share one.
Okay, like this.
Cool. We thought that we would kick things off with our personal book club with If We Were Villains by ML Rio. It was one of my picks. I didn't cheat. I promise.
It was an honest spin.
It was an honest spin. I screen recorded it, okay? It was an honest spin. I have had this on my shelf forever. When I tell you, forever. It is a very much a fall book because it's dark academia. It's very similar in people always compare it to The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is the I would say people call it the theater version of The Secret History by Donna Tartt, which
I love the sound of that.
Yeah, me too. I've read The Secret History. I really enjoyed it. I didn't love it, but I really enjoyed it. And I think that it's the perfect book to jump into with the fall season coming up. So
agreed.
That's that. Did you want to kick off your beginning of your list?
I sure can. Would you like me to read the description, or would you just like me to give the vibe?
Whatever you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling.
All right, this first one, I'm going to read the description for you. I don't know that I'll do that for the rest.
Okay.
But this first one, I would like to read it to you.
Okay.
We have A Land So Wide by Erin A. Craig. If I haven't said this before, Erin A. Craig is truly one of the best authors in the world for all of fall. I think she does such a good job at creating really spooky atmospheric settings without being like too on the nose spooky.
Yeah.
And I'm really hoping that this one does the same, so I'm going to read you the description. Like everyone else in the settlement of Mistaken, Greer Mackenzie is trapped. Founded by an ambitious lumber merchant, the village is blessed with rich natural resources that have made its people prosperous, but at a cost. The same woods that have lined the townsfolk's pockets harbor dangerous beasts. Wolves, bears, and the bright-eyed monsters beyond description who have rained utter destruction down on nearby settlements. But Mistaken's founders made a deal with the mysterious benevolence. The warding stones that surround the town will keep the bright-eyeds out, and the town's citizens in. Anyone who spends a night within Mistaken's borders belongs to it forever. Greer, a mapmaker and eccentric dreamer, has always ached to explore the world outside, even though she knows she and her longtime love, Ellis Beaufort, will never see it. Until on the day she and Ellis are meant to finally begin their lives together, Greer watches in horror as her beloved disappears beyond the warding stones, pursued by a monstrous creature. Determined to rescue Alice, she figures out a way to defy Mistaken's curse and begins a trek through the cold, pitiless wilderness. But there, Greer is hunted, not only by the ruthless Bright-Eyeds, but by the secret truths behind Mistaken's founding and her own origins. Playfully drawing from Scottish folklore, Erin A. Craig's adult debut is both a deeply atmospheric and profoundly romantic exploration of freedom versus security. I just love the vibes of, like, settlements.
Yep.
Does that make any sense?
Wait, isn't that the vibe of the Grace Year?
Yes.
Because I know you love the Grace
And also
Year.
another book by Erin A. Craig, Small Favors, is also like in a settlement, and I'm just like, I love it. Like, I love like the religious horror surrounding it too, and like the horror of like unexplored territory, and I love it.
Did you watch The Witch?
No, I didn't yet, but I tried to watch it the other day, and it disappeared from any free streaming services, so I have to rent it soon, but I would love it. I know.
Really?
Yeah.
It's $8.24.
I know. I thought it would be on something, but it like cost me $5, which I obviously will pay. It's not a big deal, but I just wasn't in the mood to pay for it then.
That's valid. Yeah, that is literally a settlement horror.
Exactly. So.
Oh wow, I like that.
Right?
I do like that. You
Love
have
it.
to let me know how that is.
I sure will.
Because you have brought up that author before.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
It may have been our last summer reading wrap up fall TBR episode.
It probably was. You're right. I don't think I've read anything by her since, at least in the past year.
All right, I'm gonna kick us off with my list with one that has been on my list for so long, and I am going back on, what was it, the first of the year? Like the first day of the year where I promised you I would read this book by the year's
so that's
end.
my next one too. So we can just combine these beautiful books. Go ahead.
Oh no, I don't know if that's it.
No, go ahead.
No, because you've read this book.
No, I know, and you've read the one that I'm thinking of. Because we made a promise to each other.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Mine is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue.
And mine is A Little Life.
Okay. I see you.
And we've talked about them so much, so we don't really need to give.
We don't have to. Yeah, exactly. We don't have to do a description. But like I said, Em and I have promised each other at the beginning of the year that we were going to read each of our favorite books.
And we have to. Clock's
a
ticking.
So I think that this is a great time. I mean, I know you said before that you would read Addie at any point in the year. I just feel as though it's for darker and colder weather.
I agree. I think it'll be perfect for the fall.
Yeah, and I have the physical copy. I am trying to read more physical copies of things. Everything that I have on this list besides one book, I already have on my shelf.
Oh, gorgeous.
And I have the last one in queue on Libby. So after this, I think I said this 2 episodes ago, after this round of Libby holds, I think I'm going to hold off on doing any more Libby holds until I get a chunk of my physical TBR done.
I need to do that.
Because it's all sitting there. And
I know.
it's just waiting
it's
to
haunting
be read.
me.
It is. It's very overwhelming.
It is.
Honestly. So, yes, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab is on there. And I promise I will have a review out for it on my TikTok. It'll be talked about on this podcast. It will be like the best day ever.
It will be the best day ever. And the same goes for me when I read A Little Life. I've been meaning to read it forever. I'm terrified of it, but I'm so excited. So that is also on my fall TBR. Okay. I'm
so in my head
that I'm gonna hate it.
You may hate it.
That's how I feel about Addie LaRue with you. So like it's okay. We'll be fine either way.
Hey,
we'll survive this.
Yes,
our friendship will survive it.
If you hate the book, don't sugarcoat it. Please tell me.
Same.
I've gotten a lot of external influence of like, should I have really liked this book this much? Is it like, it's bad. It's really bad.
I know.
That's why I need to get off my phone. I really need to get off my phone.
I know.
But I still hold strong. I still love that book. So I hope you enjoy it. It is a kick in the stomach over and over again. But we can discuss when the time comes.
It'll be a big episode.
Exactly. Yes. Maybe we like make that up.
Maybe that's a ramble.
Episode. It's like,
yeah.
Yes, it's like we finally read each other's favorite books.
Oh, that's good. I actually really like that, reading each other's favorite books. Okay, cool. It's a date.
That. Okay. It's a date.
Okay.
Just to be determined when that is. But
all right.
It's a date. So I'll just go to another one on my list here. It's also another book you have read before and you highly recommend. And that, my friend, is Demon Copperhead by Barbara.
That's such a good
Kingsolver.
Fall one.
Exactly. We've talked about it before on the podcast, but I'll give you a little gist of what it's about. It's set in modern day Appalachia, right? Appalachia or Appalachia?
I think either or. I think the people of Appalachia say Appalachia.
Okay.
I
love that. Okay. This is about a boy born into poverty who navigates a world ravaged by the opioid crisis. And it very much is a reimagining of Charles Dickens' David Copperfield. This is known to be one of the best books ever written. It always tops the top 50 books ever, or the top whatever books of the 21st century. It's always up there.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hype around it.
There is a lot of hype.
Would you, because what did you rate this book, Em? Was it 5 stars?
I believe it's 5 stars, yeah.
Okay. So would you agree that it deserves the hype that it's gotten?
I think so. Yeah, I do think so. I think it's like one of the best character-driven stories that also has like an incredible plot that spans like many years. The characters, you just feel like you know them very personally, and it's really sad, but it's told in such like a unique narration that like cuts the sadness a little bit.
Okay.
It's really well done.
Is it a dense prose? Like, is it very like flowery?
I wouldn't say it's not like purple prose like that. It's not like that. It's a different kind of writing because the narration is first person and it's from our main character, Demon. And he has a very different like dialect, the way he speaks, just given like where he grew up. So you kind of have to, what I recommend is listening to the first chapter on audiobook, so you get a feel for the way he speaks, and then go ahead and read it if you don't feel like continuing the audiobook, just to get an idea of like his tone and like what things are jokes, because it's a little bit of like a learned narration.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay.
See, that's like that mental stimulation that I need.
Yeah.
Of like, you need to pick up on certain quirks and stuff.
It's just a nice little, like, yeah, like you get a little hint at what you're supposed to be reading it as. It helps.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited. Definitely
Good.
excited.
I'm very excited.
I was actually, I picked up that book a while ago and I was like, this is a cold weather read.
Yeah.
So that's why.
I think you're going to love it. There's a lot to do with like school and like just the feeling of fall. So I'm excited for you.
Love it.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. My next one is one that I've been wanting to read most of the summer and I just haven't gotten to, but I feel like I want to get back into my fantasy era. And I think that Miss Rachel Gillig could be the one to do so.
Ooh,
I am going to be putting The Night and the Moth on my fall TBR. I won't read you the description because I think we talked about this before, especially in like our new releases episode. It's an adult fantasy fiction. I love the way Rachel Gillig writes fantasy. Her One Dark Window and Two Twisted something crowns. Yeah, thank you. That one, that duology was just so well done, and that was YA. So I'm really excited to see what she does with an adult fantasy.
That was YA?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's like old YA, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't feel YA, but it is like young adult. This one has to do a lot with magic and like a court system. I love that. That's like perfect for me. So I'm really hoping that this like gets me back into loving like the world building and the magical elements of fantasy, because I feel like fantasy is perfect for the fall and winter. Like that's when I've read all of my favorite fantasies. So I'm really hoping that this one is like a gateway drug into more fantasy. Yeah.
See, I have a list of fantasy books that I was going to include on my list. And I was like, you know what? I think that's for winter. I really think
it feels
that's for
winterish. We should do that
because
in the winter.
Because I'll tell you guys now, the two books that almost made my list were Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo.
That's winter.
And Golden Sun by Pierce Brown.
Yeah.
And I was like, those are just, they feel like winter.
Yeah.
They feel
Six
like
of Crows in the winter for sure.
Yeah.
For
so
sure.
it will be read just then.
Gorgeous.
My next one on my list is All the Sinners Bleed by S.A. Cosby. This is a highly anticipated book for me because I have been meaning to read S.A. Cosby. He is known to be a very, very, very good investigative thriller author. So, All the Sinners Bleed is about Titus Crown, the first black sheriff in a small Virginia town, who investigates a series of events starting with a school shooting that reveals a connection to a serial killer targeting the black community. I am so excited to read this.
It sounds very intriguing.
It really does. And I actually picked this book up at a, like a thrift pop-up, and there was a hardcover of this, and I was been meaning to read it, and I was like,
perfect.
$10? I'll take it.
Yeah.
I will take it.
That sounds really good. I've heard that that's been like on the top of all like mystery charts. Like everyone who read it has loved it.
I'm so excited. Absolutely so excited.
I'm excited for you.
So, yeah.
I can't wait to hear about that.
I definitely will be reading it. Like these books I will be reading.
Yeah.
Like I'm not putting these on here like, oh, I hope to read it. Like
no,
I
will
am prioritizing these books. Exactly.
These are the ones we're most interested in.
Exactly.
All right. My last one I have for you guys today is kind of a little bit of an oddball. And I was looking through my TBR and I forgot that I had this on there. And I am really into it and very excited for this. This is Victorian Psycho by Virginia Fido. I'm going to read you the description. It's a little bit weird and funky mixed with Victorian vibes. So like, count me in. Okay. Winifred Naughty arrives at Enser House prepared to play the perfect Victorian governess. She'll dutifully tutor her charges, Drusilla and Andrew, tell them bedtime stories, and only joke about eating children. But the longer Winifred spends within the estate's dreary confines, and the more she learns of the perversions and pathetic preoccupations of the Pounds family, the more trouble she has sticking to her plan. Whether creeping across the moonlit lawns in her undergarments or gently tormenting the house staff, Winifred struggles at every turn to stifle the hard compulsions of her past until her chillingly dark imagination breaches the feeble boundary of reality on Christmas morning.
I love the name Winifred.
So do I. The description is like really vague and like, what's her plan? Why is she there? Like, why is she acting? I don't know. But like, she's troubled. She's weird. She's walking around moonlit gardens in her undergarments. She's the
You're
tutor.
Intrigued.
She's messing with the house staff. Like, I'm intrigued. I need to know. It's been on.
So what's
on
that? What's that genre?
I don't know. I think fiction, like lit fic, perhaps.
Okay, with a vibe.
I'm not.
Lit
Yeah, with a
fic
vibe. With a vibe. Lit fic with a vibe. I don't know. Like, I'm excited.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. I also
Right?
I've not read a book like set. Maybe I have.
Like
this,
Victorian era.
Yeah, Victorian era. I mean, does like the picture of Dorian Gray count?
I think so.
I don't know if that's Victorian.
I love a Regency era romance. That's like my favorite kind of romance. Regency era.
That's valid.
Yeah.
So valid.
Yeah, but so that wraps up my list.
Amazing. I had 2 left, but I actually think I'm gonna push the one to winter as well.
Okay. All right.
So I have 1 left, and I will tell you the one I'm pushing to winter, and it makes sense because that, my friends, is Babel by R.F. Kuang.
Okay. Yeah, I think you gotta push it to winter.
We're also currently reading Calabasas, so I'm either going to be finishing Calabasas like I need more. So maybe this will jump in there.
Push
but
up.
It also, I was just looking at the description and it feels like it's winter as well.
It's very heavy and dark, and I feel like it's a winter book.
Yeah. So we'll push that to the winter. My last book is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Torton. This has been in the back of my mind, like, Will, read this forever, literally forever. This is a book I don't have the physical copy of, so I will be getting this off of Libby. But guys, listen to this. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle is a complex, locked room mystery where protagonist Aidan Bishop must identify the killer of Evelyn Hardcastle, who is fated to die repeatedly each day. Aidan must solve the murder within a single day by inhabiting the bodies of 8 different guests at a masked ball in the isolated Blackheath Manor, with each new host providing different perspective and clues, but also new challenges. It sounds like an Agatha Christie
so
novel.
Good. So let me tell you this. I have had that on my TBR for so many years, and I've heard people either love it or hate it.
It's so divisive.
And I'm very excited to see where you stand.
I did post a TikTok saying like influence/de-influence my TBR for fall, and this was on there. And I had a mix of comments say, this is the best book of all time, and people saying, I absolutely despised it.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued to see what you think.
There was no in between. And speaking of Agatha Christie, maybe I'll throw in one of her books.
Oh, I'd love to do that. That would be fun.
I have Death on the Nile on my shelf, so maybe that'll also be read too.
Yeah.
I love her.
I'm so excited for the fall. This episode has really just made me like, I'm ready for the fall vibes. I'm going to go cook dinner after this. That's so fall for me because I don't cook dinner in the summer. It's fall time.
Valid. It's fall.
It's fall time. Fuck yeah, fall.
Yeah, I'm ready. Fuck yeah, fall. I also had the best pumpkin spice latte of my entire life today. Of my entire life.
Aw, where? Local?
It's local. It's at a local coffee shop. I'll give you the deets later.
Okay.
Maybe when you come over to see the
we can
place,
go.
I'll take you there. It's like, you know how like certain syrups can feel and taste
Syrupy.
perfumey? Mm-hmm. Like fake perfumey?
Yeah.
This tasted like pumpkin pie was being shoved down my gullet.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thank you for sharing that visual.
And then I went to get lunch at a different place, and I had the coffee in hand, and Chris and I were ordering, and the woman who owned the restaurant was like, where'd you get your coffee from? So-and-so coffee shop? I said, yeah. And she said, that is the best drink I've ever had. And she said, my husband doesn't even like pumpkin spice. He devours it.
Oh, I'll be visiting. I'll be visiting very shortly.
So, guys, I mean, I posted it on my Bookstagram. So if you guys aren't following me there,
what are you doing?
What the hell are you doing,
Hey,
guys?
I'm almost at 2,900 followers on my Bookstagram.
That's crazy. It's so hard to get a following on
Instagram.
Instagram.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Oh my god. So if you guys aren't following me there, go follow. I've been really trying my best to post more. Go follow our TikToks. We're both working hard at all of our social media. Will has absolutely soared in the TikTok world. He has found his audience. He has found his niche, and we are proud, and that is beautiful. We are also trying to post a lot on our Let's Talk Literature accounts. So make sure you're following those. Make sure you leave us a little comment. If you listen this far, leave us a pumpkin emoji.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it.
So that we know you're listening and that you care about us. Okay?
That you care at all.
Just, do you even care?
Really care at all.
Do you guys even care?
Do you even care?
Yeah, that's it from me today. Rate us. You know the drill.
Yeah, rate us, comment. You know the drill. If you're not a part of the book club, what are you doing? It's over on Fable. All you got to do is search Let's Talk Literature in the club section, and
she should pop right up.
And then, no, she will pop right up.
Right up.
And if you go in there and you go, oh, refer a friend, and they end up joining, you get $5 towards a book of your choosing on Fable.
Yes.
So, all I'm saying is,
when?
if you keep referring more people, you can get up to a decent amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe your book club book will be free.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Who knows?
Just something to think about is all. All right,
something to think about.
Anyways, thank you guys for joining us on your Friday morning or whenever you're listening. Thank you for wrapping up our summer with us and jumping into the fall, our favorite season of the year. We will see you guys next week for our book club episode. Catabasis.
Yes, precisely.
However you pronounce it, by R.F. Kuang. And yeah, we will see you then. Thank you guys for spending your Friday morning with us, and we will see you next week for another episode of Let's Talk Literature. Bye.
Bye.